Okay, here's the Hit It Monkey daily update for what is today? Tuesday the 16th, I believe. It's about 3:50, 4 o'clock California time, 1 o'clock Hawaii time, 7 o'clock East Coast. So, interesting day today, okay? Remember how I told you I was waiting for a ball to pop before to do anything? And I talked about how, yeah, poor Tom and Tony. But here's what's going on. See this? Remember how we talked about we saw this happening here today? Yesterday, right here? It looked like, I'll zoom in, right? We thought it was going to go lower, or we didn't know. But remember I said, be careful. This looked like it was going to go below 80. And if we saw this go red, we were thinking that if this goes down red, this goes below 80 and turns red like this, we'd see we'd see this, right? There's this tick right here, okay, and it just turned red. They both turned red here, right? OBV and slow stochastic, and then when they both turned red, look what happened. Bam, okay. But it turns out um, a huge fake out there, right? Can I zoom in more? I'll try. Click in one more. There we go. That might be easier. And I'll slide over. Okay. So, of course, now this is blue, right? Look what happened to volatility. It collapsed from 30, it was over, what, 34, almost 35 yesterday? What is this? Yeah, I did hit 35, I think, yesterday. And now it's down to 22. Okay. So, and now look at OBV. It's headed back up. Of course, this is still above 80. And we're looking for, I'm glad I waited. So what I might do now is, I'm looking to probably, well, my S&P 5 positions are doing great. If you look at the dope positions I have on here, I'll show you. In fact, I got stopped. I mean, what got filled today? I got filled in something. One of my good, 50% of max profit on something. Hold on, what happened today? Let's just go to. I don't know why my screen does this, but here we go. 2 months. Okay. Oh my God! Come on, load up fast. Anyway, let me show you what's going on. And okay, here we go. I got filled today. I don't know why it's not showing me today. I know I got filled on something. I don't know my activities. Oh wait, let's go to history. Yeah, today. Oh, it might not show till later then. Uh, yeah, it's not gonna show till later. Probably at midnight it'll show. I got one of my. I'll look on my phone here real quick. I got a message from. Yeah, I closed out my position in VXX for 50% of max profit or more than that actually. So that's gone. That closed today for a max profit. Anyway, so my probability of profit is around 95%. My S&P positions are doing great, as you can see right here. It's got a whoops. Anyway, I double clicked too fast here. But you can see it's got a 99% probability of profit. I've got multiple positions on. I've got this put that expires in 31 days. I sold the 185 put. As you know, SPY is a lot higher than that. This iron condor, I'm just letting this sit. I'm gonna let it expire worthless and collect 100% of max profit. This is one I put on, an iron condor. I mean, a golden gecko a while back, and I did another vertical put spread again the day after, and then that's doing very well as well. Okay, so what I'm looking at doing is possibly looking at doing the same thing, putting in another position that's in SPY tomorrow. I'm gonna wait to see what happens here. If this is a fake out and this goes higher, like what if um, well, okay, triple witching is this Friday, and 14 out of the last 15 years it always ended up higher. Okay, which is um, my guess why we're seeing this. Okay, so Remember I said this skinny Bollinger Band, see how the Bollinger Band is collapsing? Remember I said it could stay in a tight range for like 2 weeks? Why? Because when you scroll back here, look what happened. See how tight it became? Let me scroll back more for you so you can see. Okay, there was this expansion here, and it started to collapse, right? And it got pretty narrow, okay? But even if you wait till it got really narrow here, if you count, I think we count like 12 trading days. Okay, so it's about 2 weeks. And there was, if you look, there was some, well, in this case, though, everything was still green, and there was really no action, so it was pretty mellow. See, red here, but it didn't go red here, so it was a fake out. Then it went back up, right? So it could stay in this range for a while, and we'll see how volatility goes. So I'm going to look at seeing what tomorrow holds, and I might do another golden gecko here, okay? But now this is the SPY. So this is what had closing today. We're up almost 0.75% today. But the SPOOs, the /ES, they're open 24/5. 20, you know what I mean? So let's take a look. Okay, I'll let it load real quick. All right, here's the ES. Okay, so I'll zoom in real quick. All right, hold on. Let me see. I don't know I gotta figure out what's going on with my computer. Oh, here we go. Okay, so as you can see, yep, vol collapsed just like the SPY, right? And look how high this got extended over its average. Okay, it got pretty high, extended over its average. Now, if you take a look at its history, I'll zoom back out. Usually, the differential between the gap. Okay, the gap between the line and the average. Once it goes way past up the gap, it tends to kind of get closer. All right, but that's a really strong gap up. All right, and as you can see now, it gapped up today, and after hours, it's leveling off. It's going flat again. And I'll zoom in right here. You see slow stochastic. See it's below 80. Okay, now remember, see on the ES, this never got below 80. I mean, on the SPY. I'm sorry, on the SPY, SPY, it never got below 80. This, as you can see, it did get below 80. But the difference is, you see how it's below 80, but this was green pointing up. That's why I said, while Tom was watching Monday Night Football last night, he might not have been too happy because, this is what I saw last night while the game was on, right? That's why it was blue here. And look where it was last night. Today it's a little higher, right? Okay, so my guess is it'll keep going high up until Friday because triple witching expires, and then we'll see what happens on the following Monday. Okay, but and again, I'm looking for this. See how narrow it stayed, 12, 14 days. So what I want to do is I want to see what I could collect if I did another SPY SPY golden gecko. So what I'll do is I'll go to Dole. By the way, the webinar in Dole today was really good. If you do not watch the webinars, if you're new to Dole, I highly suggest you watch the webinars, or on my forum I have a few pages where I go over Dole. But I do this all the time, so if you're brand new, never seen one of my videos, almost in every video you'll see me at least do a real quick trade so you kind of know how Dole works. I love Dole because it's so easy to see. Alright, so as you can see, this is SPY. These are the positions I already have on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can collect enough money. So I'm going to go to Choose Strategy. I'm going to go to Strangle. I'm going to expand this. You will see my short strangle is star with the default. This should say 45 days. This should say monthly. Click on 1 SD for 1 standard deviation. Hit go. Okay, and you're going to see we're doing October 18th, 2014 expiration. It expires in 31 days. I'm going to zoom in just a bit. You don't really have to, but as you can see, those are the strikes we're selling. They're a little bit different than what I already have on now. And you can collect $1.07. Okay, let's see if that's enough. So what I'm going to do is to check if that's enough to collect to give you a nice margin of safety there. We're going to go to your TOS platform. Enter SPY here, open up your trade page. Find the same expiration date, which is this October in 31 days. Slide all the way across, and you will see that the expected move is $6.212, $6.211 between now and the end of 31 days. So we need to collect 19.8% of this at least. So 6.211. What I do is I just go to my online calculator and do the math. So I enter 6.211 times it by 0.198 to see how much I should be able to collect. It says $1.22, right, for a strangle. Can I collect enough? No, I cannot collect enough. So you might want to wait, okay? Because what happened was vol dropped today. So does that mean you cannot put on the trade? No, you can put on the trade, okay? But it also means you might want to look for something else where when you do that formula, it does come out to at least this amount, okay? So let's check out the grid page. I'm going to go to notable stocks. I'm going to go to filter. I'm going to hide earnings, and let's go to 50% and see what kind of ETS we can find. Okay, and I'm going to sort by volatility highest to low. EWZ is 98%. It's still high. Let's do that first. Let's double check that again. Okay, so same thing, real quick. I have about 1 more minute. Choose strategy, go to strangle, keep all this the same. Let's find out how much we need to collect. Or it's 91 cents, not a whole lot. Okay, so we know, go to EWZ here. We should be able to collect 19.8% of this, 4.187. 4.187. So let's go here. 4.187 times it by 0.198 equals 82 cents. Boom, bingo, you can collect enough. Okay, so now that you know you can collect enough, you go to choose strategy now. Now you click on the golden gecko iron condor right here. This should be start. This should be 45 days. This should be 84. This should be around 8, but we're gonna adjust that later. Hit go. Here we go. You can zoom out by pressing this minus sign right here. Okay, you want to leave these strikes where they are. You're buying the wings. See how this looks like a bird? Here's the body of the bird, and here's the wings. That's what we call buying the wings. You want to move your buy strikes to the 2 standard deviation line right here. See this line right here? You want to move these into their right outside that line. Okay, that's fine. And whatever this amount is at the mid right here, 82 cents, that's what you want to collect. So I'm going to look at possibly doing this tomorrow while I wait out to see what happens in the SPY. But I was really hoping for SPY to pop, but it didn't, so we gotta just make do with what we can there. And it looks like it might turn into one more like this. I'll click back on this /ES, and I'll zoom out so you can take a look at the year. And let me maximize this. Oh, that's right. I can maximize the screen a little later. Alright, here's ES, and this is a full 1-year chart, daily chart right here. Here it is, right here. Okay, so this could be a whole nother up run. You know, this could stay above 80, and this could be a slow grind higher, like anywhere, like here, a slow grind higher. Okay, this could continue to be a slow grind higher with all the hype with Alibaba next week. It could very well grind higher. Okay, and IV could stay low like this. Okay, so remember I said earlier, if you've been watching my video, you said, look, once this red line right here is 25% IV rank. Look how often it stays. Look how long it stays above 25%. Even at this spike right here, I'm going to zoom in. See this huge spike it had up to almost, it went IV rank almost hit 100. This was in February, early part of this year. Look how long it stayed there. So this is 25. This is 25, right? Let's count the days till it got back down to about here. Okay, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 days. Okay, it only stayed above 25 17 days. And you know, when we sold our golden geckos, we're doing at least 45 days out. So look what happened. You sold IV when it got up to here, right? Okay, you would have it would have suffered a little. It would have gone against you for the first, I don't know, week.